I can feel them. They are here.
They're here. Yes, such a warm, like gentle,
It
calming
is.
energy.
Yep.
Just so nice considering the day and the conversation. Okay. All right. So I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna tune in for the Council of Light and just take just a minute to let them come through. But yeah, it's pretty strong. Okay, so we'll hear what they have to say.
Mm.
So, yes, we are here, and it is a very joyful opportunity for us to be here with you today. Greetings, friends. Greetings, Veronica. What a delight. It is a joy. How are you on this very fine day?
Hi, I'm doing really well. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming today.
You're so welcome. We're just recalibrating a little bit here. There was some sticky energy. So we're just moving it out and aligning some of, we would say, like the wiring within the system. And she's in the background asking, what is this about? And we're saying, yes, it is because of all of the chaotic energies, as you both have been speaking of, that were occurring recently. And when you were speaking, we did give her a little wink about splitting and shifting timelines. So, this is a topic that has been spoken about many times, and over the years, many times. It is a topic that is now in the forefront of your communities. And so, we just want to say that there is infinite possibilities. And as one rewrites reality and moves through a frequency which you would determine to be a timeline, with every choice point, a new opportunity is evolving. It can be witnessed, it can be embodied, it can be acted upon, it can be what is going to come forward and forth in your life expression, well, from your life expression into your experience. And so, right now, there is a reworking and a reweaving of some timelines, and you all are feeling that within your experience in the outward reality. Now, some whom are listening will feel it within. You have come to choice points, you have new transitions or ideas or inspirations. Things are a little bit today what you did not expect them to be yesterday. But that is not for all. For many light working beings are very anchored into a frequency that is governing their life path, we would say, that mission. So there is not so much wiggle room within that timeline resetting. However, your general population who are not working on self care, who are not consciously evolving, who are not conscious about their intentions, who are not honoring themselves nor others, are going to be struggling a bit more because they do not have the wherewithal or the information. Not that it is not available to them, they have not been looking towards it. They are not taking the opportunity for inner growth. And so they feel almost the bombardment of all the frequencies on the planet at this time, and it is pushing them in all sorts of directions, like they are on an ocean wave in the storm being thrown around. And we are sharing with her the vision of her interaction she had last evening, which she spoke to you about. For those who will be listening, it was a conversation that was very disconnected and did not make sense. The person she was conversing with would pause in the middle of sentences and change topics or start speaking about something different and even in a different tone of voice. And it was very disconcerting. And this is because they are undergoing shifts as well. And actually, we are feeling, it is okay to say, very sensitive to energies. So, those of you who are empathic and sensitive to energies are going to feel like a dust storm around you when the thought form energies and entities, yes, indeed, entities, emotional energies of the collective of others individually are floating within the space around your auric field. This is why it is very important to uh, begin your day frequency with a frequency check, aligning your energies to your soul light and with your breath or visualizing of any sort of a way, clear frequencies out of your system that are not of yours, and then strengthen your auric field so you are not going to be carrying the weight of others. You're not going to be allowing it to stick to you like a static electricity. You know, when you were children, and you would take as a balloon and you would rub it on the carpet, and then you put the balloon in your hair and then it sticks and it pulls out to the side. That can be how energy can be attracted. If you have created a charge within your own system, then you are attracting energies towards you. So in the morning, if you ground and do a light shower, meaning visualizing of light, or a particularly physical shower with water, you can begin to release that energy and it will not be attracting to you so much. So, there have been thoughts about the current energies on Earth, the current timeline splittings. We would love to hear more detailed questionings from you or anything you would like us to speak more about at this time.
Mhm. So we wanted to know about, so was it correct about us, about what we're kind of experiencing with these people that are not wanting to, you know, be on the path that we're kind of on, and they're being pushed by these energies? Is that correct?
Yes, yes, dear one. We have used the term many times that Earth is like the wild, wild west. And so tis that way. Although you are in the same physical or spiritual realm, we could even call it being at times, but although you are in the same physical vicinity or space, not all are in the same energetic frequency and vibration. And so you are able to witness, you are able to sense, to feel and to hear and to see the disassociations around you, the chaos around you, the troublesome energy around you. And this is challenging for healers and light workers because so many want to fix the problem or assist and help those who are in a situation of disease. And we say you are needing to understand always of boundaries, what is appropriate and what is healthy for you and the others. So if you are coming across someone who could use a little bit of assistance or guidance, we are not saying to always turn your back. You need to understand your relationship. Are you feeling safe? Is this a family, a friend? Do you feel it would be appropriate for you to interact or get involved? And then at that point in time, assisting a little, we're speaking for many here, by giving kind words and resources, or connecting them with resources, professional resources, because there always must be a boundary. And for humans who have a close relationship, who are saving others all the time, who are carrying their weight, who are cleaning up after them, this is not a healthy boundary, because then the helper is not able to live their fullest life in their own life path. They are called off into the karmic frequency of another being, and it is also bleeding into as a distraction. So, learning the spiritual discernment and boundaries when it comes to relationships and interactions. And if it were a stranger, as you have mentioned, maybe giving them resources, giving them food or shelter or money, a little bit here or there. But if you are feeling accosted or insulted, or if you are feeling unsafe, it is not where it is for you to then engage. And we have seen this in the past where some have not followed their intuition and they engaged and even got too involved, and it was a sticky mess to step out of. So, just understanding there are many frequencies here, and you are needing to stay the course with love and compassion, of course, but also a boundary and a focus. And if you are called to assist another, find a resource outside of yourself to connect them with dear ones. Now, that is one applicable topic we are speaking to. Um, Additionally, indeed, those whom are sensitive will be feeling the energy of others, and you can bless the space with love and prayer and clear your energy in your own aura and in your own home, and then outside of your home to your boundaries of your plot, your lot line, if it were, or into your vehicle. And for those who maybe live in an apartment and take public transportation, We say a good idea would be to put light all the way around you, but also visualize and with your words request that this light guide you through the day like a flashlight shining in front of you or an oval light expanding from you outward to always protect your path forward, you see, dead ones. So there's a lot of upheaval on Earth at this time, and it takes a keen awareness in the mind and an intuition and listening to the heart and the belly, your gut instincts at all times. From now until the second week of February, energy will be very strong and will be very kicked up, as you were to call it.
Mhm. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for that advice. And I'm sure people are really gonna want to listen and utilize those tools that you've given us. Now, we do have another question, if it's okay to ask. We wanted to know what is the pattern of the type of star seeds that are coming to Earth at this moment?
Ah, indeed. The young ones will have direct ascension skills. They will understand how to get there and get the job done. Therefore, they may come across as unsympathetic and uh, they're very alert with it and they're fast paced. And some
Mhm,
humans may misconstrue their approach to be uncompassionate. But all of their work is done with compassion. They are dedicated to assisting. So you have personality types amongst humans, and you also have personality types amongst different collectives of star beings, and because even communities and families on Earth, as you could understand. So some who prefer to take time and space to speak or to let their energy relax, to sort, to take the time getting to the finish line, if it were. The beings that are coming in do not operate in such a way. They will want to get the job done. They are very efficient, but it could come across as very harsh. And so we would say that those who are mediators in the middle, the mediums, the channels, the light workers, would be able to see that these qualities in the new generations coming forward and how it could be having others be felt like they are taken aback by the approach.
mhm,
But the spiritual seeking light worker, especially those who are from the same star systems as these incarnated star beings, will be able to see that. And they will be able to assist in bridging that gap between these new, they are all human, they will be in a human body. These star beings incarnated as humans, the new ones coming, and those whom are on the earth currently, who are of an older space and flow, a more archaic, if you will say, approach. Um, and we say archaic, not from your point of view where you are sitting now, but from the point of view of the new beings that are coming in. It is like you could say, are we going to use a cart with a horse and a buggy? Or that is like the older way. The new beings can move energy with thought, you see. They are working
mhm,
through portals, wormholes, time. They are working through it quickly. It will be a little challenging for them. So that is the biggest thing we want to share and give a little heads up
mhm,
to those who would be working with all different people and beings and assisting is that you are going to see more of that characterization and qualities of the star beings whom are now being born, but we are looking. The first to come through are already about 12 years old,
mhm,
but the majority are under 6 or 4 years of age, and many are still coming through. But also, we would say those whom are between the age of 18 to 24, now the year is 2024. So, those humans who are between the ages of 18 to 24 um, are important in that they are obviously bright, shining lights. We're so grateful for them to be here, but they are also able to see the perspectives and thoughts of the future generations and those older adults, and they are able to help be that medium themselves. So it is understanding the new thoughts within the transition of how things will be shifting on Earth, and it will be very quick, more so than it has been in the past because of your electronic communication. It is not so much led by media and newspapers and television and radio in the past and controlled. Everything now has the opportunity to be in real time with the truth of what is happening without being sugar coated or agendaed bias, steering it in one direction or another. So, we're saying that the new ones are going to be laser focused, which may feel abrasive to those who like to slowly float,
Mm.
slowly absorb the experience and move through. Does that make a sense the way in which we have described it for you?
Yes, it has. Thank you so much. Definitely makes a lot of sense. And we are, I'm super excited for that new generation to come and help us and assist us in that way. Um, so we're going to be moving on to the next question here. And we want to know what can we be doing to support these planetary astronomical shifts, as you've spoken already a little bit about.
Mhm.
What can we be doing to support this?
Yes. Well, we're speaking of, as you mentioned, planetary, astronomical, cosmic shifts that are affecting mankind, that are affecting the earth, that are affecting nature, that are affecting the animals,
Hmm.
all in certain locations are feeling it. And it kind of rotates through. So some locations can have moments of quiet peace, which many in the States had in the past, speaking of natural, or we will say elemental disasters, because they're not
Hmm.
always natural, but they are dealing
Hmm.
with nature, these disasters. And so they've had a calmness in some portions, and now they are really feeling impacted. And so that is alarming for these locations. But there are always other places across the planet that are also in dire stress and devastation and despair as things are moving quite exponentially, shifting through. And as we had mentioned different timelines, because was speaking the other day and talking to it now about it, we had shown Amy many different timelines and the highest timeline that we were hoping for. But it is appearing that you are experiencing some natural, we're quoting again, natural disaster, um,
Hmm.
that were not in that, if you want to call it prediction, but were not in the highest timeline. And it kind of caught her by surprise a little. And we were confirming mankind's thoughts and the programming in the airstream is very powerful. And if you had heard from many prophetic visions or many about, let's say, part of your continent falling into the ocean, and then everybody believes it, and then they're putting fear behind it, they are all clicked into that reality that it will be. We had hoped that there wouldn't be so much of that, and still it is up to you all to change in whatever place. We say that what is going to be occurring would have those who study would have the ability to see the possibility and um the possibility and strength of it, and could make a shift to help people not be caught in the devastation. We are digressing a bit. We are getting sidetracked, but we want to say there's a lot of shifting within the space. So, what can you do? What can you
Hmm.
do when you are in the eye of a storm? What can you do when uh, communities are having experiences, and then maybe all of the community has a fearful expression, but they are not being able to come together in a place of calmness where they can make a decision. Let's just say, as a one example. So, what can you do? We encourage you to bring your light of your soul frequency into your body more and more and more, down from your vertical power current, from your higher self, you could say. And also, many of you have done the work and are understanding, or if it's called in your awareness now, we encourage you to do what we call soul retrieval. Pieces of your soul energy that was left in other timelines, that is floating around, not assisting that timeline. It is like almost lost or floating in space, you could say. We are
Mhm.
encouraging you to call those, if you have not, more and more back into your present now body and reality, transmuting any toxic effects, but healing that so you have more of your light in your body, and then let your energy flow down to earth. And there is a network of frequency, as we have shared, a blanket of light covering the earth. But there are also networks like the root systems of the trees, for example. But there are networks of the light underneath the surface of the earth that can travel across your planet, and it will feel as if there is a sense, at least a sense of peace, and a little assurity, and a little bit of a calmness within the storm that is brewing around on the surface. This is helping you to anchor here on earth your light codes, and it is helping the new ones, as we just spoken about, with the accelerated ascension that they are here
Mhm.
to assist with, because it is if you are traveling through the cosmos at a million miles an hour, you need to be strapped in tight. Like, you need to buckle down.
Mhm.
And this is the grounding, so you do not feel tossed at sea and you can
Mhm.
feel the peace within. This is to assist you, specifically light worker healer beings, or those who are feeling called to do so. And then your energy will strengthen and blanket around and be able to hold the space for others. And especially, okay, we are saying the children, but it is so funny. It is amusing as we say the children.
Mhm.
Some of us here, because we are a collective, the Council of Light, some of us here are showing the animals. They are
Mhm.
children, they are
Mhm.
innocent. And this is assisting the animals, domesticated, and as you say, in the wild, natural animals. It allows the animals to feel a sense of, okay, something is happening here, and nature is feeling the love from all whom are here, and let's work on it together. Oh, we need to recorrect that. Not all whom are here, but all whom you all are aligning with, because you understand there are some on earth who do not have the goodness of Mother Earth in heart and mind. But this is assisting. The more you can hold the light in your body, pull all your energy in, and dedicate it to blessing Earth and creating a, again, like an expanded shield of energy, or beaming your energy to the planet and to the nature and to the children. This is what you can do while everything else is shifting and rewriting and being worked out. Really, what can you do but be present in the moment, taking care of your energetic and physical self, so that if you have a message, you can then hear the message appropriately and answer the call you see.
Beautiful, beautiful. And also calling our fractals back from the timelines that we've been jumping through, correct?
Yes, indeed, dear one. Yes, very, very important. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. That was a really, really great, great advice and really good. I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy that, and it'd be interesting to once we do that to see how we shift and how more present we will feel in that
Indeed.
moment.
Hmm.
Okay, so and let's move on. I want to say what. Uh, Actually, let's move to this one. Uh, what does it mean to live life with integrity and purpose?
Mm, I love this. Oh, okay. One moment, please. We are going to bring
Mhm,
in all of everybody here. So,
mhm,
okay. So we have the Council of Light, and we are also feeling many of the star councils for those who will be listening. Who's
mhm,
this message? It's a very important message. We are grateful for this message.
mhm,
Before coming to Earth, you had a plan, you had a purpose, and you understood your strengths and you understood maybe your weaknesses, you could say, which we would just call something to be aware of, maybe work through or work on. But there are more strengths than weaknesses, for sure, dear ones. And any weaknesses would just be karma playing out, self doubt, and these things. So, for those whom are listening, before you came to Earth, you had a desire in your heart, you would say, in your energy. You had a desire, and your desire was matched as it already aligned with a particular plan and a particular mission in mind. You are not alone. Many of you are not alone. There are some who are undercover, VIP, rogue, as you would say. In a way, they go off on their own and they are here to kind of have a one or maybe two beings on that particular mission for the betterment of humanity. But for the most part, you are all here to do as you are called by your heart, and the collective energy coming together is what blankets the earth and supports the shift. So you have this awareness, and your integrity and your morals, your ethics, your beliefs, your golden north facing star compass, all of this are leading the way. But your integrity is how you approach the life, and how are you feeling, and what do you do when you are met with the most bizarre, unexplainable, non-predictable experiences, you would say.
mhm,
Some things that happens in relationships, or where your jaw drops and your eyes get wide and you say, what is this? I never was spoken to or learned this in a book. Then your integrity kicks in, and then you feel into your energy, all the chakras, your crown, your connection to your own soul and to God, your third eye in around the mind to connect to analyzing and understanding what is occurring, right? Then your voice, so you speak, your heart, so you can sense and perceive, and also the heart is a compass, so you feel into energies, you feel into reactions, you feel into responses, all the way down to your support of your lower chakras. And then when you're strong and lit up, you will know what is in alignment with your integrity. Because if you step out of alignment, your energy will drop. You will feel anxious. You will feel like nauseous. Your tummy will tighten, or you may get migraines because all the energy is not aligned with your frequency. And because you have just lit up your entire being with your frequency, it is very strong, creating a strong contrast, and you will have a physical response and reaction. Now, many of you try, and we understand, to see or put into words why you are making a certain decision, or to analyze different opportunities or energetic interactions. Do not discount your intuition, because there is much behind the scenes, maybe in that moment. Or maybe it would be that the decision in that timeline, if you choose to make a specific choice, that it would lead you down the wrong path in the future, like what is happening in the future. So always follow your intuition, and your integrity is going to be the way you carry yourself, the way you speak truth and light, the regal way that you hold your energy to speak a strong boundary, but yet with compassion, although that is firmness there. So, the way you carry yourself and the way that you are aligned with your purpose, your mission, your soul energy, and knowing when you would feel energy becoming misaligned and taking the action to correct that, dear one. That is an overall way to speak to the integrity and to the mission. And truly, while we could say you have friends and communities that could support and understand, truly only you know how you feel inside. And truly
Mhm.
only you know your relationship with your own soul light. So this becomes your own experience and it becomes your own responsibility, dear ones.
Mhm. That's beautiful.